I used to travel, all the time with both hockey and baseball, and would go on the road trips often. So instead of doing the show live, which we used to do at every game, we then did it, in the studio. And I've done play-by-play for different teams and sports and stuff. NBC, I did Notre Dame football, so obviously travel to those kind of games. ESPN, I've done things where you're going, almost always until this pandemic. If you had a game, you were at the game. We pretty much lost all access. I can't get to the field even if I wanted to without being arrested. Bizarre is the one word that comes to mind, because especially last year, we would go to Marlins games and have nobody in the audience. Nobody. We even did road games at Marlins Park where, when I'm talking nobody, now you don't even have the teams there. So literally you're one of 10 people at 10 o'clock at night in a giant ballpark, that's pretty dark, and you'd still need these security passes, and you're there to cover a Major League Baseball game that looks like a high school game, even when they're home. As far as the interviews would go, we would do everything from home. There is a convenience to it too. You could be at your computer, refer to notes, write it down in your computer simply, instead of, sometimes you're scratching on a notepad because you're in the locker room. You could be in Tokyo and still be tuned into the Panther third line, or who the guy is that's out, or the goalie. So there is something to be said for that. Even before the season, there was some talk that potentially reporters could travel second half of the season, let's say for baseball, that whether that's locked in or not. These are all way up. These decisions aren't made at the team level or the network level. They're made at the major league level. And the last thing we want to do is be the reason or the potential reason why games aren't played, because they are for the fans. These guys are making their living, and it's not right for a media member potentially to get somebody sick. Yeah, you'd like a little more access for sure, but sometimes being on the side of safety is understandable.